Several more states here in the United States are implementing gun safety laws known as red flag laws. California, Illinois, and Colorado mark the new year by implementing extreme risk protection orders, also known as those red flag laws. In 2023, the United States reported at least 655 mass shootings. In California, Governor Gavin Newsom signed the law that prohibits people from carrying guns in at least 26 places, including public parks, playground, churches, and banks. That's similar to here in New York. In Illinois, the law bans the sale of many types of semi-automatic assault weapons, including AK-47s and AR-15 rifles. The state saw the deadly mass shooting in Highland Park back in 2022. In Colorado, homemade guns or ghost guns have been banned. These are home-assembled firearms using kits that lack serial numbers. Since the introduction of the law, it has faced challenges from pro-gun groups across several states. Several Republican lawmakers have also called the law a violation of the Second Amendment. In 2022, guns were the leading cause of death for children and teens here in the United States. According to Gun Violence Archive, in 2023, U.S. recorded over 18,800 gun deaths, 36,200 gun injuries, and over 24,100 suicides. All right, for more on this, we are being joined by Irina Zuckerman, national security lawyer. She's joining me live from Washington, D.C. Irina, thank you so much for joining us on WION. So about 21 states already have these red flag laws. And the question many are asking is how are they being implemented despite having these laws, and how effective are they?
Well, thank you so much for inviting me. Red flag laws vary widely. In some cases, red flag laws mean something as basic as reporting family members or who have mental illness and access to guns. In other cases, such as the California law, this restricts where you can conceal carry. The new California law signed by Governor Newsom restricts 26 different places, including public parks and playgrounds, churches, banks, and zoos. The problem is restrictions on locations for concealed carry are unlikely to be very effective because they only restrict law-abiding citizens from carrying them. Those who already have illegal guns, so will not be stopped by additional restrictions.
Yeah, that's so true. And that was actually my second question, asking you about the effectiveness because of this, that, law-abiding citizens will abide by these laws, but then you have so many illegal guns across the country, whether they have red flag laws or not, that simply they're not going to abide. Illegal is illegal. What are your thoughts about the issue of gun violence in the next presidential election?
Quite frankly, I think it's going to be low priority because there's so many other major crises facing the country. Economy, inflation are certainly a major issue. Foreign policy concerns are definitely also very high up there. I think gun safety laws are increasingly seen as a state issue and not necessarily a federal issue. There's a lot of legislation restricting gun laws, but there seems to be no direct correlation between the number of federal or even state gun laws and gun crime. New York City is one of the most restricted places in the country, as is Chicago, when it comes to concealed carry guns, and yet there is a high rate of gun-related violence. So I'm not entirely sure that imposing any new laws will bring the level of gun violence down by itself, nor do I think that it's going to be a very big thing in this particular election.
Yeah, especially considering the fact, as you mentioned, a lot of these states with the most restrictive gun laws have the higher rate of gun violence because of criminals. We'll see how the issue of crime, however, as you mentioned rightly, plays out in the next upcoming elections. Irina Zuckerman, thank you so much for joining me on WION, and I do look forward to speaking to you again very soon.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.